Welcome, parents of Pisces children. So glad to see you and be with you again. This is your monthly reading for September for our Pisces children. The transformation continues. It's a build upon what we talked about last month. And I don't know if you experienced this, but I've personally found the reading for Pisces to be things that were happening more in the background. And I can't say if that was because of the retrograde, if maybe the reading focused on things that were going on behind the scenes. So, you know, if that resonated more with you with background or, you know, hidden intentions that weren't like apparent and forefront, let me know in the comments, because it definitely resonated with me, but it wasn't, you know, in the forefront. It wasn't direct. It was more hidden, subtle things that were going on. Much like the retrograde, things are hidden. Moving on, what has transpired in August is still working in September for you and your child, and it's more solidification. Like, things are becoming more balanced, more solidified, precept being built upon precept. Your foundation is becoming more fortified and stronger. A lot of good stuff happening on for your family. So I want to say baby, but your Pisces child, they have the Raven for the month of September. They're guided by the moon. They are focused, and it's almost like a dual nature. Pisces has a dual nature. It speaks of creation, magic, illumination. And what's beautiful about this card is it's almost synonymous with your child's element. Pisces are very like natural magicians and you know, privy to like the nuances, like the, I don't know, the spiritual or magical nuances that go on behind the scenes. So that's their element, their nature for the month. They're going to be very creative, very in tune with things. Maybe they may create things on their own. Maybe their words, like their awareness, will bring things to your attention, illumination. I think, yep. So bringing things to your awareness, they're like, hey, mom, dad, what do you think about this? Or, you know, so just be mindful during the month of September. They have the selenite card in reverse. That's what it looks like in the upright. And this speaks of, you know, you see like these strings. It's almost like things firing in the brain. It speaks of telepathy. So it's like in my personal opinion, what I'm gathering from this is that your child is going to deepen this telepathic, you know, usage. Like they're going to be more intuitive, and when they do things, they have the pyrite card, and to me, it's like a balance, growing in balance and self-assurance. It speaks of emotional balance, psychological strength, relationships, and protection. But it's like they're coming, whatever happened in August, they're growing in strength. They're coming more and more into their own. So exciting things about that. Then they have the, I think it's the rhodonite card, if I can pick it up. But this is also, I guess transverse is the word, but it speaks to achievement, potential, emotional balance, once again, in an open heart. So these cards resonate with each other. These cards resonate, all of them speak to a season for your child where they will be functioning in a heightened sense of intuition and telepathy and ESP and things going on behind the scenes. And because it's so familiar to them, they're comfortable with it. They're growing in strength and balance. How you can support your child is, again, you have a lot of balance cards. To be fair. So maintaining that balance, that openness, that receptivity with your child. You have the to be fair card. Also, the yin card, which speaks of receptivity. So just being open and receptive to what your child wants to share with you. That's how you can help them this month. And supporting, you know, some of their ideas are going to be outside of the norm, out the box. So they have the, how you can support them is just thinking outside that box, not going by the book per se, not necessarily following the order. Your solution is, there's fortifying that clearing. You have chakra clearing, and that it speaks of by clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom. Open your third eye. And it says it's safe for you to open your center of clairvoyance. By doing so, you'll see the truth. Family harmony, which is a good sign. And this just says your loved ones form a strong pillar of support, embrace their love, and put past issues behind you. And then finally you have share the message of love in reverse. And it speaks, it says, rivers of love flow within you, and others may benefit from this healing energy. Be mindful of each word that passes your lips. So the solution, I'm getting, there's some healing things. I think as a result of this harmony and peace going on here, some things are naturally just going to be cleared out. You're having an open and awareness. There's a lot of openness here. There's a lot of balance. There's just a lot of good stuff. Being receptive. A lot of good stuff. It almost feels like a very accomplished month for you and your Pisces child. But then it also reminds me that there's some family issues going on that either you're wanting to be closed off, and with certain things you may have to keep to yourself and be strategic, but ultimately family harmony is the result and the end goal. So for your child, let's break it down. Your child is going to have a magical attitude this month, very intuitive, very in touch with themselves. And I would encourage you to cultivate that. A lot of telepathy, a lot of balance, a lot of openness, a lot of love, a lot of emotional balance. And there's some strength and some maturity in that. A lot of foundational strength. How you can support them is just being open, being fair, being aware of that balance, being receptive, allowing things to sink in, you know, being the vessel that allows for them to continue down that telepathic path. And, you know, letting your child be a rebel, letting them think outside the box and encouraging this. And by doing that, this ultimately is just going to help get rid of things that need to go in your life. You're going to have an open awareness. There's family harmony, and you'll see where you need to share more love, even when you don't want to. Wherever you want to be cut off, you may see opportunities for growth. So now let's move on to you. I get the sense that in your personal life, you have to be fair. There may be, you're being asked to be fair. Maybe to not emotionally get involved in your perceptions of things and outcome, but to remain balanced and to remain neutral. I don't know if your cup is empty I don't know if you're feeling depleted, but be open to receiving. This isn't for, this scenario may not count for everyone, but it's like if it's a job situation, something has not been fair, something has been like, ugh, you know, really under your skin, and you want to talk about it. Maybe you felt like you have not been respected, and your cup is empty and you're probably almost ready to throw in the towel, but you're being reminded that there is not only better opportunities, a better way to see this and to rise above it, so you're not at the effect of it, that you're the agent of change. Whether you're the agent of change at your job or you just change jobs. But there's definitely a refilling. There's an acknowledgement that no, stuff isn't right, but it's going to be corrected. Your cup is going to be full, and you're being asked to go in a different direction. Not necessarily play by the rules. Do something different. Think outside the box. Incite a revolution quietly or however you see fit, but change the game so that it benefits you and you get the change in your environment that you need, and you will be rewarded for that. There's a reward. It's like justice is all in this. There is, this is like bounty. This is, you know, praise. This is, you know, good job, servant. This is all good stuff. You know, the universe sees that you're frustrated. The universe sees that your cup has been empty. But, you know, instead of you taking it lying down, you're like, no, we're gonna start a change. And that chain reaction is going to leave your cup feeling full, because you're gonna be level-headed with this. You're gonna maintain your dignity and self-respect. You're not gonna be lashing out. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, and you can cut those ties. So I hope that makes sense for you. You're getting rid of stuff. This is a very good time for you. You are cutting stuff out. You were focusing. In order for you to share the message of love, you have to have self-love, and you also need to know who's worth loving, who's worth your time, and this is what you're doing. You are being aware of stuff, that, especially that stuff that no longer serves you. You are getting rid of the stuff that no longer serves you. You were putting yourself first, and you were creating harmony in your life. Good for you. This is the month to do it. For yourself, you have the I am dedicated card. You are on a mission. You are going to accomplish your tasks, and I'm so excited for you. Hopefully you can read that. You know, consistency, or I am consistent. I get the feeling that you're frustrated that you're not consistent. You want to be consistent, but there may be things either in your mind or external that are preventing you from being consistent. So maybe, you know, maybe it's a block. I'm not getting that, but I think I'm feeling more so that there's a frustration behind the inability to feel or be consistent. And I would encourage you to open your third eye and, you know, let things come to the surface that are going to share with you perhaps where this inconsistency is coming from. I am sincere. I'm proud of you because, yes, you were kind, but you were looking out for yourself. So I am sincere. It's not like you're not wanting to be sincere. It's not that, you know, you are, you need to, but you're aware, you know. So now I'll stop flipping the cards around so you can actually read this. But you are growing in comfortability with yourself. So kudos to you. You're self-loved. You're taking care of yourself. That's what you need, and I'm proud of you. So finally, this card that we have that you can't see, this is your grace card. And the extra the extra energy that you need. This deck not followed me, but was in my hands by mistake, and I'm like, well, maybe there's a message that needs to be shared. So this month you guys get an extra card. It's the Grace Cards by Cheryl Richardson. And let's see, if I do it once, I'll have to do it again. Uh-oh. But that's what those cards look like. But it's Grace Cards by Cheryl Richardson. And yeah, so you have the devotion card. You have things where you're in limbo. Maybe you don't know where to put your devotion. You're trying to figure that out, where you want to be devoted, and you're figuring out where to put your energies. You know, you see this woman, she has like despair on her face, and I would just encourage you to trust your higher power. Like for last month, trust your higher power for that guidance. In the back of the card, it says, stay connected to the divine, pray, express your gratitude, or ask for help out loud. Make the practice of devotion a daily habit. So, you know, as you are just reaching out, asking in your day-to-day progression, you know, that question of where should I be devoting my energy to? And I think as you spend time with yourself, that will become clear as far as where you need to put your energies. And then it could just be more streamlined for you. So I hope that helps you. I'm excited for you for this month. Great changes, great progression. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you again next month.